Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Before I start, I just really quickly want to say that I am out in the car within the regulations of everything that's going on. So I'm on my way to pick up some medicine. I'm actually on my way to pick up my injection. So I promise I am allowed to be out. I'm not just out for the sake of it. So Taylor Swift's trying to get in under the action. So yeah, I'm on my way to pick up my injection. I've got to travel a little bit to get it because there's only one open in the whole of Northumberland. So I thought I would take you along with me because obviously Jack's not with me. I am with everything that's going on. It's not safe for us both to leave, so I'm leaving and to go and to get my medicine. So let us get going. I hope this is recording because if not, I'm going to be talking to myself for a whole lot of this journey. You should see the setup that I have for this. Me and Jack have just like taped my camera to the dashboard, so if you can hear a little cracking, it is the sellotape that is attached to the camera. I'm hoping it's gonna last because I remember the last time I did a Come Drive With Me, I was like halfway home and the camera just went absolutely fleeing. So fingers crossed this is going to work a bit better. I'm hoping. I'm actually quite worried with everything that's going on. I'm actually quite worried that I'm going to get stopped because I am travelling quite a way. So I am a little bit anxious that I'm going to get stopped for non-essential travel and then have to explain why I have a camera attached to the dashboard. But we'll deal with it. We'll see what happens. It's such a lovely day today. Like, I'm so glad that I'm getting out in the car in this weather. Like, it's beautiful. I think it makes such a difference with everything that's going on. Like, when it's miserable and cloudy, which in the north of England it happens a lot, it just makes everything harder. Like, I think that you feel a lot more like unproductive, which I haven't felt very productive anyway, apart from house stuff. I've absolutely blitzed the flat. I don't think it's ever had a good of a clean in its life. I completely like reorganised cupboard things in the bedroom, and then I've deep cleaned the kitchen and bathroom. I've cleaned the living room. We cleaned our windows. I was super excited because we live on a main road, so our windows are they slide up, and there's basically a fuck ton of spiders in there. There are loads, and I am petrified of spiders. So we've never really opened our windows before because I'm too scared that all the spiders are going to come in. And keep in mind, we've been in this flat for like 3 years now, and we've never had the windows open. But the other day, I was kind of like, because we're not getting out in the fresh air as much, I was like, right, I want some fresh air in this flat, especially when I've been cleaning, because the cleaning products smell so strong. I just wanted like fresh air in the living room. So Jack, bless him, because I wasn't going to go near it, cleaned the windows. We opened them and we cleaned them, and it was amazing. Like, it felt like we were outside indoors. And that feels like such a stupid thing to say because of course it's like that because the windows are open, but it was amazing. So I was super happy that we can finally open the windows now, and I'm not absolutely shitting myself for spiders coming in. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to blitz because when this is all over, we're going to redecorate the living room. I know I did that video ages ago of a flat tour before we redecorated, and then we basically haven't redecorated. The only redecorating we did was the spare room, which I'm pretty sure, yeah, I did that video after we redecorated that room. But when I've been at uni and stuff, we just both haven't had the time to redecorate, and obviously I want to be home and be there to help redecorate. Like, I don't just want to be like, Jack, this is what I want, do it. I want to be involved in it as well because it's my flat as well. So we're going to redecorate the living room now that I'm back from uni for good. I kind of want it the way we want it rather than just having it to like, I feel like at the minute we moved in with what we could get rather than buying things that we actually wanted to decorate the flat. So we're gonna repaint. I'm so excited. I want to repaint now, but everywhere is obviously shut, and the places that you can order in from don't have the colour that I want. So we're going to do it basically green. Hang on, there's someone stopped and I don't understand what's happening. Yeah, all the places that are delivering, because places like B&Q and stuff stopped delivering because they've got so many orders. All the places that are delivering don't have the colours that I want. I kind of want like dark green on one wall and then like a white with a green tint on the rest of the walls. And I want samples before we just do it, because I don't know how it's going to look, because our front room's quite dark because we only have one small window and the room is quite big. So I want samples, and we can't get samples anywhere, and the Dulux website is only like, they only sell samples through their stockists, and obviously all their stockists are shut. So as soon as this is over, we're going straight to the, I don't know, to the paint shop to get these samples, and I can't wait. Like, I can't wait just to have it the way we want it. And I don't want to buy any like furniture, well, not furniture, but I don't know, accessories kind of things for the living room until I've painted the walls, because we don't know how dark it's going to be. Because I think we're going to go for like green walls, because obviously we have brown settees, and I think the green will go lovely with the brown. And I'm thinking like black touches for like the lights and plant pots and stuff, because we're getting into having more plants, and obviously the green will go with the green wall. So I'm thinking black, but I'm not sure if it's going to be too dark, so I do want to see it painted before I start buying stuff. So honestly, I can't wait. You should see it at the minute. We had some testers for different whites from when we painted our bedroom, and we put them on the wall, and then I decided I didn't want white, so we just have like 5 splotches randomly in the middle of one of our walls. So I can't wait till I can get some paint and redo that living room. But it just gives me something to look forward to once this is all over, because I don't know if anybody else is having this, but for me, like, I am really struggling with the fact that I haven't got really anything to look forward to. I am pretty much everything I had in for the year has been cancelled. So I think I was going to do this in another video, but basically I was meant to be going to India with the university this year. I only found out a few weeks before I came home, but I was meant to be going to an international study centre in India in September, but that's been cancelled now. So literally every single thing that I had in has been cancelled, so it kind of just feels like there's nothing to look forward to. So I'm trying to find little things like painting, or going out for a meal with Jack, or seeing my family again. Trying to find like little things like that to try and make me have something to look forward to, even if it's not a big thing, because I know a lot of people are being like, oh well, as soon as it's over you can book a holiday, but for me, like, because I don't know when this is going to be over, I can't think about stuff like that. I just think, well, I can't think about that because we don't know when we're going to be able to leave the country again, and things like, I keep saying things like that, what is happening? So that's something I am really struggling with, but I'm looking forward to painting. I'm looking forward to seeing my grandparents. I'm looking forward to seeing mine and Jack's niece, like just little things like that, and having just little things to try and keep me going. And I'm trying not to focus too much on all the things that have been cancelled, even though it's a lot, and it's a lot of important things as well, like graduation, and just losing basically the last year of university. Like, I'm never going to have those experiences again, and they're gone. But I'm trying not to focus on it. It's the only thing you can do, I think, and I think it is super important to just try and make sure you're focusing on the positive things. Like, it really will make a difference to how you feel as to whether you're thinking negatively about it or thinking positively about it. So I think just make sure that you're focusing on the positives, you're thinking positive, and, you know, like, just don't let yourself get into that downward spiral. Tell you what though, got proper excited to like dress up just to go for my injection. Like, the only time I'm ever putting makeup on or putting normal clothes on is if I'm filming a YouTube video. So this is something extra special, and I know I'm not going to take the mick with this. Like, it's literally, I'm going to drive to the car park, get out, get in, and then go straight back. But it's just something different, isn't it? And I got proper excited. I mean, look, I'm wearing my earrings. That's the thing, like, I know I know you guys know about how much I love earrings because I did that Lavissa haul, but I got excited just to put earrings in, because even when I'm doing videos, it doesn't really feel like, I don't know, I don't really put earrings in, so I got excited to put earrings in and know that I'm leaving the house. And it feels proper, like I'm wearing something with no sleeves. Like, I feel like I'm getting a little taste of summer, and the car's nice and warm. Our flat is bloody freezing all the freaking time. We have like, our flat's a really old building. We obviously we're in an upstairs flat, but it's just like a kind of like a house converted into a flat, and it's a really old building, so it is constantly freezing. And obviously with working out from home, we're trying to keep it, well, I say we, Jack doesn't like it, but I'm trying to keep it cold in the morning for when I work out, because I just get so hot. Like, I think I've mentioned it in other videos before, because I go bright red when I film workouts for you guys, but I try and keep it cool. And then because I've tried to get it cool in the morning, it just stays cold the entire way through. So it's really nice being in the car where you can have heating in such an enclosed space. It's like, I feel like I'm going proper crazy. Like, I'm enjoying things like that. Yeah, I feel like this is what we've come to in our lives now. Like, we get excited to go out in the car, and I think that is completely okay. I think it is completely okay to get excited for little things, and if you can get excited for little things like that, frickin' do it. Like, psych yourself up, tell yourself it's going to be amazing, get hyped just for going in the car, because I am frickin' hyped. I am loving the fact I am out, even though it's kind of bittersweet. I'm loving the fact that I'm out, and it's a beautiful day, beautiful. I don't know if anybody's interested in this actually, but I might talk about it anyway. So like I say, I'm going along to get my injection. That's the contraceptive injection. I am on the Ciana press, which a lot of people haven't heard of. I hadn't heard it until I started to get it. But basically, if people know what the depot is, which is the contraceptive injection, the Ciana press is basically a version where you do it yourself. So I get a little injection. I inject myself every 13 weeks, and then I'm covered for contraceptives. It's pretty much exactly the same as the depot, so it's got the same effectiveness rate, all that kind of thing. And yeah, that's what I do. I did actually, for the last time, I did get the depot because there was a issue with the manufacturing. So I got the depot last time, but now they fixed the manufacturing issue, so I'm going to get the Ciana press now. And yeah, I've been on the injection since I was 15. I think I was 15. It's been a while. The main reason I went on the injection is, I'm sorry if this is too much information, but it's just me, I like to share. You're going to hear about it. I've noticed the camera sliding a little bit actually. I'm sorry if it's moving about all over the place. But the main reason I went on it is because my periods are ridiculous. Like, I have to say, I am one of the unfortunate ones who gets really, really bad periods. It was before I went on the injection, I basically was on for 2 weeks, off for 2 weeks, and when I was on, I lost a considerable amount of blood. Like, I used to have to be on medication because of how much blood I was losing and how much pain I was in. So the main reason I went on the injection was because obviously with the injection you have the very, very strong chance of losing your periods, which I very, very thankfully did. I haven't had any issues with the injection. I know a lot of people are scared of it or just don't know much about it, but I swear by it. And I'm not saying, this is the thing, I want to say that I'd recommend it to anyone, but with the contraceptives, obviously you guys might know that I volunteer with Sexpression, so obviously I know a little bit about contraceptives, but contraceptives are completely like different for everyone. So just because this works for me doesn't mean, sorry, I just got overtaken on a really busy road, I don't understand. Just because the injection works for me doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. But I know a lot of people are scared of it because it's an injection and because people have heard horror stories with weight gain and stuff like that. But I just want to kind of reduce that stigmatism of that it's like that for everyone. I've never had any issues with it. The only one problem I had was the second time I got it when I was on my period, and then I bled for 3 months, which wasn't very good. But after that, I had no issues with it once whatsoever. I've completely lost my periods. I spot every now and then, but I normally don't have any periods whatsoever. And from someone who was bleeding for 2 weeks at a time, I'd say that's pretty impressive. So I love the injection and I love the Ciana press. Obviously I'm okay with injecting myself, but some people might not be. With the injection, like the depot injection, it's just the nurse does it for you and it goes in your bum. Not in your bum, but on your bum cheek, because I know a lot of people have heard that it goes in your bum, like in your bum hole. It doesn't. It goes in the top of your bum cheek. But with the Ciana press, you just inject yourself either in the tummy or in the top of your thigh, just kind of like any fatty area. And I'm completely okay with that. But there was no problem with the depot for me. The only reason that I went on the Ciana press at the time I did was because it was when I was self-employed. So obviously I couldn't get to the times where the clinics were open because I was just working whenever my clients needed me. So with the Ciana press, it just meant when I had the time, I could inject myself rather than trying to find time to go to the clinic to get the depot. I don't know if anybody was interested in all that, but I just thought, why not talk about it? I feel like there's a super stigma around sex and contraceptives still. Like, I feel like people think contraceptives are dirty, and I know people probably think that's not true, but from somebody who teaches sex ed and talks about sex a lot, because it's something that I am passionate about and kind of reducing the stigma, people don't like to talk about it. So why not talk about it, eh? If anybody, because obviously like I say, I do teach sex ed a little bit with Sexpression, and we do know about that kind of stuff. If anyone's got any questions on the depot or the Ciana press or any other contraceptives, just let me know. I have that link in my description box below where you can ask questions anonymously. So if you're not if you don't want to put it in a YouTube comment, just leave it on there, and I could do another video about contraceptives. I do kind of want to do more videos regarding sex ed and reducing the stigma for sex and things like that. So if anyone's got any questions on anything like that, I am happy to do a video. I am a complete open book. Nothing really embarrasses me in terms of sex. So if you have any questions, or you want me to talk about anything, or just share my experience with anything, just say, and I'm more than happy to talk about it and get people talking about it a bit more. Okay, chickpeas, I am here, so I'm gonna love you and leave you with that video. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. I hope you enjoyed my little contraceptives chat and talking about my period, which I'm sure everybody was interested in. But I hope everybody is staying safe and well and is staying home. It's really sad living on a main road and seeing how many people are still going out. So please stay home. I want to be able to go and see my family. I want to be able to paint my bloody living room. So please stay home if you are able to. I will see you in the next one. If you guys have any suggestions of videos you want to see, please let me know in the comments below. Sorry, the car's trying to join in this chat as well. If you liked it, please give it a like, and please let me know in the comments. I love seeing comments. It makes me super happy. I shall see you in the next one, chickpeas. Please stay safe. Bye. Mwah.